Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 6, I believe this is, of our Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke Challenge. In the last episode, we made our way to Mount Moon. We got 3 new encounters on the team. I'll show you the team recap in just a moment. And we're now ready to go into Mount Moon. I'm not sure if we can get through it in one episode, but some exciting stuff is going to happen. This is going to be the first chance we get to see our non-gym leader TMs randomized. I'm pretty sure I chose that option in the randomizer. And also, it's going to be our first run-in with Team Rocket, and we're going to see what kind of Pokemon they have to work with. But first of all, let's show you the team that we are working with. We have at level 10, now I'm going to say right here, it probably would be smart for me to do a bit of a grinding montage now and get the Pokemon leveled up, but I'm going to hold off on that until we do get to the point just before each gym leader, because although it's sad the way we lost Shelly, it makes things interesting and keeps you on your toes, right? You know, I like the thought that we might not all make it through, but I guess that's kind of, almost morbid to say, but, like, me as the player, you folks, the viewers out there, and the Pokemon as the warriors, we need to come together as a family and overcome whatever hardships and strife come our way, because by doing so, it makes us stronger and a more tighter-knit family in the long run. But anyway, I am just rambling. First of all, level 10, Jiggles the Wigglytuff, nice attack of 20, and he has Sing, Disable, Defense Curl, and Double Slap, almost at level 11, that's pretty cool. Next we have Blaze, our level 19 Charizard, our Wild Viridian Forest encounter. He has Ember, Scratch, Growl, and Leer sitting at level 19 for the time being. Level 10, Buster the Ghastly is next, our Magikarp Salesman Pokemon, which was kind of crazy considering the next Pokemon I'm going to show you. He has Lick, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade. Next, well, not the next one we're going to show you. This is Dratini, our starter, instead of Pikachu, at level 16. He has Rap, Leer, and Thunder Wave. And finally, the random encounter in Mount Moon was a Magikarp. Gary, sitting at level 10 right now, he has Splash. So, let's go ahead and maneuver the lesser Pokemon, lower level Pokemon, towards the top, so I'm going to get them to training beforehand. So, I'm going to do some switch training as we head through Mount Moon, but, I don't know what the trainers are going to have. Now, we do know 2 encounters in here are, of course, Magikarp, and Charmander is the most common encounter. Do we see a Charmander? We see a Charmander. That was my first encounter last time, but by having Blaze the Charizard already on the team, I decided let's go with, you know, the Dupe's Claws and go for something else. So let's go to Dratini, go for some nice, slow wrap attacks. As long as you don't burn me, that'd be great. Thank you. It's going to take a little bit of time. So hopefully, as I said, we're going to make it through Mount Moon in this episode. I would like to be able to get to Cerulean City, but I have a hunch with using Dratini for Wrap Attack on some of these things, we're not going to make it through here particularly quickly. Look at that, didn't even take it out in one single Wrap Attack. Anyhow, down goes Charmander. Gets some experience for Jiggles at level 11. We can switch Buster up to the front now. As I said, being a stone evolution, Jiggles is not likely going to learn any attacks, which is kind of unfortunate, but he has good potential for a lot of TMs, and one such TM is right over here. It is TM Random Encounter. And I'm actually pretty sure that that is just a standard item. But who knows what items we're going to find? That's what I'm excited for. They are randomized as well. Guess what? We can just get the knockout here. So this thing can only splash, of course, even if it had tackle. Still no effect. How much do we do with 10 damage? Not bad. 2 more gets a knockout. So a level 4 Buster all by himself, but Magikarp does not give a lot of experience. Now, I will talk a little bit about Magikarp right now because I'm recording this as quickly as I can. I don't want to rush through and make a mistake, but I want to get it done as quickly as possible because I'm currently planning to head out on another Pokemon Go adventure to record for the channel. We do find TM04. Normally, you get Water Gun here. Is TM04 still, is it like Takedown or something? No, okay, so the TMs or the attacks they teach do not seem to be randomized, but their placement are all randomized. Can anyone even learn that? I didn't think so. So, I was expecting that we might have been getting some random attacks from the TMs, but it doesn't look like that's the case, but I'm cool with that. We could find Earthquake at any point, or Solar Beam or something like that. But I am preparing to go on a Pokemon Go adventure. If you're still playing Pokemon Go and you're not aware of this just yet, bear in mind that there's a special event going on now called the Water Festival, in which water Pokemon have become more common. Now, that includes Pokemon such as Magikarp, but my friend John, just last night, encountered for the first time, and captured, a shiny Magikarp in Pokemon Go. They exist! I saw it flopping on his data screen and everything. It was so crazy to see. Now, I believe only only Magikarp are shiny for the time being. We just got a Master Ball. So if I find a Legendary, maybe I can use that. It's kind of a good thing to get at this point in the game, don't you think? Okay. Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? I am also in the cave, yes. So, okay, Master Ball. I'm still kind of hung up on that a little bit, but yeah, shiny Magikarp is a thing. Tauros is also a thing. Pretty sure you only have normal type hits, or normal type attacks. Problem is, I've only got ghost type attacks. I think, does Nightshade still hit normal types in this generation? I think they have some sort of weird buggy thing in the game where it does. Makes no sense, but I'll take it. I don't know, do I want to spread the experience around a little bit? I might want to. But anyway, yes, shiny Magikarp. Very cool. So if I was to switch to somebody to spread the experience, who would it be? I'm going to say probably Dratini can handle this. You got a decent tackle behind you, Tauros, nice attack stat, but if you're confused, you're going to knock yourself out. Well, not quite, but we are going to Wrap Attack. Oh, you're quicker too. Ow, that's going to hurt a tiny little smidgen. That was a critical. Calm down, Tauros. You have no, what is it? Anger Point. Actually, Anger Point is completely different. It boosts your attack to maximum if you get hit by a critical attack. That'd be a good combo. If you have a Pokemon with Frost Breath, or Storm Throw, I think it is, something that always lands critical, you can critical hit your own Pokemon on the other side and Anger Point max out its attack. In a double battle, of course. It'd be kind of a good combo, good strategy. Buster went up by 2 levels, I think, there. And we see a Horsea. That is nothing to worry about. We can just simply crush this thing within our Dratini's grasp and get the knockout. But I am eager to go and get this shiny Magikarp encounter in Pokemon Go. I'm speaking as if it's going to be easy to do. I've heard that they are not super rare. You know, like, generally, I think in the first several generations of Pokemon, shinies had a 1 in 8,000 and some chance to appear. And in Gen 7, maybe even Gen 6, they might have reduced that down to a 1 in 4,000 chance, so doubling the chances. I wonder what the chances are in Pokemon Go of a shiny Magikarp showing up, and I have no clue about that. You got me! I most certainly did. I saw them. I'm sure they're from Team Rocket. Told you they're going to be in this episode. So Buster, you can switch out. Oh boy, we got to leave Gary in the active spot. We'll let Dratini sit out for the next little while. I think I'll probably just go back to the Pokemon Center and heal up, save ourselves the potions. I could sell the Master Ball. Actually, I don't even know if those sell for anything. And we see a Magikarp. Well, what we're going to do here, naturally switch. Jiggles comes in. We are 1 level above. We can go for... what attacks? Pound and Double Slap, I think you have? It's going to be cool to see what TMs we finally come across. Alright, so, no. Double Slap is your only offensive move. So, let's arrange things around here. Bear with me momentarily. Let's go for Double Slap. Just keep splashing away. That is fine. What's interesting in Pokemon Go, if you take a look at a Magikarp's data screen, they list Splash as a water-type attack, which is not true. It is most definitely normal, because you can use the Normalium Z in Gen 7 to get a Z Splash and triple boost the attack stat of the Pokemon. Not that it really matters, there's no Z Crystals in Pokemon Go. Could you imagine if and when they give us Z Crystals in Go? Beware, Zubat is a Bloodsucker. It's also very absent from this cave. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. I've been waiting a long time, because this cave is a mysterious, mystery, labyrinthian thing. Weedle! First time seeing a Weedle in the playthrough. Of course, it's level 14. Isn't that lovely? I think this person normally has a Clefairy. So let's go to Blaze. I know it's a bit of overkill. I'm not going to Ember this thing. That's too much. I'm going to just scratch it. Although you did just lower my speed. That is begging for an Ember attack. But I'll be nice. Unless this doesn't do half damage. Alright, it did half damage. Lowered my speed again. I'm also eager for Pokemon Go today because I spent last night, which I'm not going to spoil because we're going to see that at the start of the next Pokemon Go episode this weekend, but I spent a lot of time evolving Pokemon, and I've got a lot of high-powered Pokemon ready to roll. I lost? Yeah, it did. It happens. I heard there are some very rare fossils here. That's interesting too, the fossils. They're kind of like static encounters, gift Pokemon. They're going to be randomized also. What kind of Pokemon we're going to find out of the fossils? It is not, well, I shouldn't say it's not going to be Kabuto or Almanite. It could very well be randomized to one of those Pokemon. But, and that's the thing too, this TM04 Whirlwind, what if What if the attacks are actually randomized and we just got lucky by having it randomized to the same team it should normally be? I highly doubt that's the case. Magikarp is quick. It's outspeeding my level 11 Wigglytuff. Of course, they're not supposed to be that fast to begin with. So, let's get this thing some basic experience. I find sometimes Magikarp is not even worth a knockout. In fact, you know what? I'm probably just wasting time. I'm going to knock this one out. If I find another Magikarp, I'm just going to walk away from it. They're not worth the PP you use for the experience. I'm sorry, Magikarp, not to down-talk Gary at all. But it's not really worth wasting all of our PP. So I want to check out... No, I was going to say, I want to check out this floor first. Oh, there's Diglett in here! Level 12 Diglett. You should probably just have scratch attacks and stuff. I'm going to go into Blaze. If I need to, as I get further in, I can potion up Dratini, but if I can save the potion, I'm going to go back and heal, which would be my preferred way of doing this. But I'm going to try to... I don't know, do I want to clear out this floor first? No, I'm not going to clear out this floor first. This ladder here takes us to a sectioned off area down below, so by checking this out, I'll be saving backtracking time in the long run. Let's see what is down here. The first Team Rocket member we deal with, I believe, is on this floor. We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. Bring it on. You still got your whips? You still got the whips. Gen 1, whipping trainers. Rocket wants to fight. Sends... Oh, you got a Squirtle? I have to destroy a Squirtle? How do I do this? Well, I'm going to say Buster can come in. He is one level above. I like to, if possible, not use Pokemon of equal or lesser level, because it's like, I want to have a bit of an advantage, and that's only going to do like 3 damage. Lick's going to do nothing. It's physical. I was hoping for paralysis. I tried to say paralysis, but obviously that didn't pan out, now did it? Buster, hitting Nightshade for 12 damage. That's a good spot of damage. Tackle does nothing, even after tail whipping my defense down. That wasn't a very clever move on Squirtle's part. Watch this guy send a Blastoise next. We've already fought a Blastoise. What am I worried about? I think Lick is the knockout. Now, I know one of the standard Team Rocket members in here uses Eradicate at one point, a very powerful Eradicate, and I'm hoping to not have to deal with that. Of course, watch him have something even worse than Eradicate, like, I don't know, what would be worse than Eradicate? Persian might be kind of bad. I'm thinking normal type. But I think we already fought a Persian before, and it wasn't too much of a problem. I love the fact that this game is buggy in the sense that even if Buster stays in a normal type Pokemon, we can still Nightshade it. It makes no sense. Like, I like that they fixed that in later generations, but I gotta remember, I'm pretty sure... No, I think in this game, it still will hit Psychic type Pokemon, but in, was it in Pokemon Stadium they fixed that? Hi, Scyther. Can we deal with you? We can with Blaze. But if all you're going to use is Quick Attack, I think we're okay. But yeah, it was either the Game Boy games or Pokemon Stadium, one or the other, that kind of messed up, and Psychic was totally immune to normal hits, or ghost hits, when they should have been super effective. Can't recall. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I wonder if there are wild Scyther to catch. I just recently added a Scyther to my Pokemon Go team. So it'd be kind of cool to capture one of those and represent her in this playthrough as well. Looks like you're on a Quick Attack at level 11. I can handle that. I'm a Ghost type. That does nothing. So Buster took down this... 2 levels off that Scyther. Buster took down this Team Rocket member all by himself. Or herself. I'm not sure. There's no genders. I blew it. You certainly did. Darn it all. My associates won't stand for this. Well, what are they going to do? What could they possibly use against my team? Come on now. Snorlax could be a thing. Alright, let's go into not messing around. Actually, I could have used Buster, but I'm just going to go with the surefire, sheer power of our Burning Blaze. That could hurt. Now might be a good time, after finishing this floor, to go back and heal. We got the burn! Don't rest. Headbutt does nothing. 5, alright. And a simple little... Whisk of the Claws from scratch, and Wild Snorlax goes on. Could you imagine if that was our first encounter in this place? That would have been pretty sweet. Alright, random item. We get an iron. I could sell that or use it for defense boosting. Okay. That was a protein, I think? That was our saving grace in Viridian City that allowed us to get Blaze because we ran out of Pokeballs on the Nidoking. How many things are in here? There's a coughing as well. Gary, attack! Wait, you can't do anything. Jiggles can get this. It has decent defense, but we're not weak to poison just yet. There are no fairy typings. I think... Now, was there something in the randomizer that could have updated this to include fairy type? I can't remember. That seems to ring a bell. Come on, get max attacks. Yes, all 5 double slaps. We're kind of low on the PP. In fact, yeah, when we start getting some TMs that Jiggles can learn, I'm probably going to want to start using them, because if he's not going to learn anything from level up, this is the moveset he's going to have. Double Slap, Sing, Disable, and Defense Curl. Not really the most amazing moveset. So I like to beef him up. I like to boof him up. I'm just going to go with, say, boof him up from now on. I always tend to go for that. I'm going to boof him up as good as I can, with decent attacks, a coughing. Why are they so common on the middle floor? Now, given the fact that we're pretty low on the double slaps, we're not going to go into Jiggles. We're going to go into... I guess Buster can get the Nightshade knockouts. Level 14, I forgot he boosted up by 2. I said boosted! I actually spoke words right! Ah, I've only got 1 Nightshade left. 14. We can just start licking, I guess. It's going to do hardly anything. I could confuse it, though. Confuse Ray. Actually, no, a couple more licks get the knockout. Unless we get a critical... I'm not sure what your speed is like, Buster, but I know as a Gengar, which you will never be, because we can't trade you away, but Haunter has some pretty decent speed. Yes, there's a critical! I talked him up for that. I gave him the encouragement for a critical hit. Now, can we avoid any more encounters till I go heal? I'm going to go a little further. I know there's more items here, there's more trainers. It's probably not the wisest idea, but I'm going to go for it. What? Don't sneak up on me! Oh, that's cool! Last time I fought this guy in the blue playthrough, I came at him from above, and he atrocious me. This time I actually did sneak up on him. That was kind of weird. Jigglypuff! And Gary comes in. Now, since we're low on PP, I'm just going to go with Blaze, just to finish up these last couple trainers, I guess. So we're kind of running low on time. We're not going to make it through the cave at this point. But at least we're going to get some good... I'm going to see if I can clear out the top floor. That'll be some good progress at least. And then, I'm thinking... There might be an episode this weekend, there might not. I have something else in mind for some Pokemon Moon footage. We'll see if I can get that recorded as a Gyarados comes in. This thing could have the ever-fearsome Dragon Rage. I'm going to go for a potion just to be super safe. Blaze can handle a Dragon Rage at max HP. Tackle is fine. Let's see if we can possibly get a burn. I know it's resisted. Very nicely resisted, but how often does Ember burn? I love this. Alright, I'm getting pretty lucky with that. I'm not going to count my chickens before they're hatched. But if we can scratch away, get some criticals with Scratch, we'll be good. Looking like you don't have Dragon Rage just yet. You can still risk one more Scratch attack. You can only do 40 maximum with the Dragon Rage. Another Scratch brings you down. You're just going to tackle him. Alright, that I can accept. Isn't it that when Gyarados... I'm pretty sure when we fought our rival in Pokemon Blue, his Gyarados had a Hydro Pump right away because he knocked out Rocky, my Sandslash. I'm glad you didn't have it, though. My Pokemon won't do, because that could have been really bad for poor Blaze. I have to find stronger Pokemon. Stronger than a Gyarados. Yeah. X-Attack. Could be useful to use, or could be very lucrative to sell. Here we find a Carbos, another stat-boosting item which could be sold for a decent price. Go through this cave to get to Cerulean City. There's an item there. I gotta grab that, and then I'll go heal. I promise I'll heal momentarily, folks. Bug Catcher has a Gloom. Look how red that Gloom is. Alright, so we are going to... Who's the best? I'm not gonna mess around. With the HP and PP that we're currently at, Blaze is, of course, the best. Don't pair, okay. We should still be... No, I thought we were going to be faster, but you're going to absorb from my Flying Fire Pokemon. With a critical hit, still only 1 HP. Out of my way, Gloom. We're twice your level. You're not taking this Ember. In fact, we should have burned it as it fainted, because Blaze has been burning everything. Shelter. You shouldn't have Water Gun at this point. I don't think. Tackle and Withdraw might be just the only moves you have. This is me trying to test my Pokemon Professor knowledge. Seeing if I remember stuff Critical hit. Nice stuff. See if I know everything there is. The drop of a hat. As a Golbat comes in. Supersonic fails. It has no accuracy. Actually, was it 55? Another burn! Alright, now I'm a little bit worried because we're using all of our good luck this early in the playthrough. You know, later on, when we're fighting the Elite Four or something, if we make it that far, which I'm hoping we will, I think all my good luck might be used up. So, it's kind of risky. But Blaze hits level 21. I lost. Simple and to the point, I like it. Zubat is tough, but it can be useful if you catch one because it can evolve into a Golbat, right? That's right. Alright. A calcium. Look at all these stat boosting items. I might not even use them. It's probably a better idea to sell them for the money, because I can buy other stuff that's more useful in battle. Because, I mean, it boosts your stats, but by getting training, we're going to boost our stats anyway. So I guess, like, I'm usually the kind of person that doesn't like to sell things to get, like, a whole chunk of money, a whole bunch right away, because it's almost like, that's too much at one time. But I guess given the fact that we aren't guaranteed of having super amazing Pokemon, it makes sense to sell these for cash to have, like, you know, nice healing items, so I guess that's going to be it. So we're going to heal, and I think by the end of the episode I should be able to clear out the rest of this floor, then save it up before continuing further deep into Mount Moon. Actually, no, there are 2 other sections of the bottom floor to check out. So, I might save it up at the next ladder leading down, and then we'll continue finishing Mount Moon in the next episode. Which maybe I want to do this weekend. I don't know. I really like playing this game because of the randomness. You don't know what's going to show up, what's going to happen. But I don't want to speed through it too much because, as I've said a couple times, this is a sort of interim placeholder playthrough until I can get the next main series one done, which is going to require a computer upgrade, which I cannot just yet afford. So hopefully it's not going to take too much longer. I do have a birthday coming up in April, so maybe some folks could chip in some cash to get me a better computer for these recordings. So let's deal with another trainer. What do you have randomly? Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. It's like the TARDIS in a way. Alright. You have an Eevee. Aw, that would have been our rival starter, of course, but not this time. So, I think Jiggles... I shouldn't have sent Jiggles in. Jiggles is only level 11. I'm pretty sure he can still get the knockout, but my own personal... It's not really OCD, but my own personal preference is to send a higher level into battle. But you should still be able to... Well, maybe not get the knockout just yet. Should get some good damage off, though. Now, our defenses are down by 2. Can you get one more? Of course you can. That's going to make things fun. Let's go one more. We're switching you out, Jiggles. That's actually pretty powerful from an Eevee. Buster, it can't touch you. It can sand attack you. It can tail whip you. But outside of that, Tackle does nothing. Nightshade does connect on a normal type. Weird as it is, I'm going to keep being surprised every time it happens. Well, not surprised, but I'm going to make a big deal of it, apparently. As a Zubat comes in. First time seeing a Zubat. I wonder if they're just as common as they are normally. Oh, come on, really? You're going to do that? You're going to be that guy? You're going to land 55% accurate? We're going to break through the 50% confusion and land the Nightshade. Not a knockout, of course, but pretty close. Neutral. In this generation, Poison is weak to Bug, but Ghost resists it. So neutral damage from the Leech Life. If this was Gen 2 and further, it would be double resisted. Stop healing back your HP. I don't like this. I'm going to have to go heal again. I don't want to do that either. Just faint. Take the Nightshade. No! Stop hitting yourself. Well, what we're going to do here... Switch Pokemon. We're going to go into Dratini and get the knockout. Simple Wrap Attack. Squeezing this Zubat down. You're not going to Supersonic. We were already confused. There you go. Leech Life, no damage. Maybe 3 if you're lucky. Nope, just 2. Alright, Wrap Attack connects. Connect twice more, if you please. There's one more. Why? Why every time one more hit needs the knockout, they decide, well, we're done. We're going to take a break. Anyway, we win. Oh, I lost it. Oh, I don't want to use a potion on our Ghastly, but how do you get out of here? I'm gonna forge on ahead. Is there any? I'm trying to think what is on that next level when I take this ladder down. I think it's just a Team Rocket member, but I'm not going to push the time of the episode too long. What I'll do is head down the ladder. I'm just going to check out the bottom floor, and then if it's too big, I'll just save it up. It's not too big. I'm just going to get the items, fight the trainer. TM42, which one is that? It's a big number. That must mean a big attack. Dream Eater. Can anyone even learn that? Buster can. I believe it's a move they do learn naturally, though, so I'm going to hang on to it for the time being. There's a hidden item in that rock, too. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid! No! Actually, back in Gen 1, I could have easily done that, gotten lost in Mount Moon, but now I know everywhere to go as you send a Magikarp to do an actual Pokemon's job. Jiggles, get in here. You're a level below. This thing can't touch you. It splashes. What else is it going to do? What if it had Dragon Rage already? That'd be kind of crazy. Wouldn't it be something if Dragon Rage was an egg move for Magikarp? That'd be neat. I mean, I'm not sure it would help it really in battle because it still has to survive hits to be able to fight back. But it'd be neat if they gave Magikarp something like... Nowadays, it has possibilities of having Bounce. Is that just a natural move they learn? I think it is. But they can have Splash, Tackle, Flail, Bounce, of course, is a thing, and I think Event Magikarp can have Hydro Pump. But what I really like is the fact that with Bounce, a Magikarp can use the Z-move Supersonic Sky Strike. Isn't that wild? Okay, let's go to Dratini, resisting grass attacks. Not Bug so much, but with no Effect Spore ability, we don't need to worry about any status conditions hitting us. Because even if we did, we probably would have Shed Skin ability, therefore possibly shaking off whatever status that was. But, all that being said, we're going to wrap this thing down to size, grab that last item, and that's going to be a wrap, I keep making that joke, for today's episode of Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. And I can finally prepare to head out and capture a shiny Magikarp in Pokemon Go. Or at least hunt for one. I have to wait and see on the weekend. Probably, I'm thinking Saturday, but if not Sunday, that episode should be going up. So if you're interested in seeing my attempt to capture a shiny Magikarp, stay tuned for that on the weekend. Level 12 for Jiggles, no move. Dratini goes to no level. Rocket is defeated. So you are good. Thank you, I appreciate that. If you find a fossil, give it to me and scram. How about no? Got a Leaf Stone. Oh, if only we caught that Execute. That would have been awesome. I just wanted to look down to save my game. Snorlax, go away. Actually worth some pretty good experience, though. I'm pretty sure I could safely go to Buster, but I don't want to risk this thing having, like... Does it learn Lick? I don't think it does in this generation. If it did, that would have been pretty bad. Physical type ghost attack on our Buster at low HP. But Blaze can handle this. Critical Ember, critical Headbutt, critical Scratch Attack, criticals everywhere. It was critical! Man, what the heck was that? I like it. Level 12 for Gary. And now, we're saving the game. So I want to say thanks for watching today's episode of Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. Not a lot of progress was made, but at least we're moving slightly forward. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. Leave me any comments you want to say about what's going on here in the game. Any sort of topics of discussion you want me to go over in future episodes as well, as we're doing random exploration, random trainer battles. Leave those down below, and I'll see what I can do to throw my insights in towards whatever topics you want me to discuss. And if you want to see some more videos that I have done, check out the links during the outro to some of those videos, plus a link to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed for daily Pokemon content such as this. We got Pokemon Go, as I mentioned, coming up. Gonna have some Pokemon Moon footage, I believe, over on the weekend, and usually on Mondays, or every second Monday nowadays, news update video thingies recapping you on all of the headlines in the world of Pokemon. With all that, we are now done. I want to say once more, thanks for watching today's episode of Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke, and until next time, Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you that next time.